Yeah, that's why I only had roommates for a short period of time. That whole thing of guys living like animals.
No, I didn't live like an animal.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did.
Why are you doing this to me, Bill? Why?
I want to be able to, if I want to make a nice meal, I would like to every once in a while be able to do that.
Do you do that still?
Yeah.
Well, you actually cook?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I got a good
chop
butcher.
Up the vegetables. You get a nice bit of meat there.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm a big...
pussy.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah, meat and potatoes guy. That's what I meant.
No, pussy.
All right.
That might be the funniest thing that's going to be said on this, so you might want to wrap that up. That's fucking hilarious.
All right.
I'm a big, and I paused perfectly, lobbed it over.
Pussy. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back.
That's going to be the favorite part of this podcast for my wife to listen to.
Glasgow, Scotland. You ever played there?
Sure.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've been there a number of times.
Where did you play in Glasgow?
The King's Theatre.
Yeah, I've done that theatre.
Yeah, did that
right,
one,
yeah.
and I've been there like twice, and then one time I went to Edinburgh for the
festival.
For the festival, but I was only there for 2-3 days. 2-3 days. I didn't have to do the marathon, walking the street with the sandwich board, the slave labor.
Yeah,
I don't know what goes on over there.
That's for the kids do that.
Oh, the kids do. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of happy faces. Everybody didn't have their red noses on.
That's a different thing.
Making people walk in the streets like that.
People do walk in the streets.
They're comedians. They're supposed to have the day off.
You know, that's when comedians become comedians, when they're out there leafleting, catfishing.
Sitting there, what are they supposed to do? They got to be a comedian and the promoter?
Yeah.
What kind of operation are we running over there, huh? Well, I blame you. I think you set up the whole
Why are you
festival.
starting this again, Bill, with that? You Hollywood elites.
You know what it is? You became the number 2 radio program on Sirius, and it went to your fucking head.
It did.
That's what happened.
Did. And you know what? I've become one of those guys. I don't do my own leafleting. Yeah. In fact, I don't leaflet anymore.
I never met you before, and I don't even know who you are anymore. One that I love the best, that recently closed, was the Punchline in Atlanta. It's now reopened, but they lost the lease to their first place.
I don't know that one. I never played that one.
It's because you're an elitist.
Oh, fuck you. Come on. I mean,
Comedy Works is beautiful.
Yeah.
They had all the green room, you know. They got the place where you can soak your feet. You weren't going to the Punchline in Atlanta.
Wait, the soak your feet part?
You
I don't
didn't have
remember.
that?
No, they don't let me
You're
do
still
that.
an immigrant. We don't like you. No, the Punchline, it was just one of those places that I went on stage, and I don't know, it just felt right. Like, I love the vibe of that. So I haven't been to the new one, but I love the owners. So I'm going to try to get back to there at some point. But I was definitely really sad when that thing closed down. I mean, that was one of the ones that went all the way back to, like, even Eddie Murphy, I guess, had did I guess he was already shooting movies at that time. Early in his career, came in and did a spot there. They had a picture of him on stage. And then they had all of these headshots from back in the day.
I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the chicken fingers coming out towards the end of the bill comes out at the end of your set. Yeah. Chicken fingers at the beginning of your set. That smell of fried food and hatred in the air. Makes
Plus,
me feel
the best thing ever is my favorite comedy clubs are the ones like the Comedy Works, where you can get to the green room and they give you the option of whether you want to deal with the crowd or not. That's the greatest thing ever, to be able to walk off and you're right in the green room. You know, if no one wants to kill you, you can go out there and say hello to them. If you feel like you might get your teeth smashed in, you can hide in the green room. You can hide
in the green room.
I love that.
In Comedy Works, everybody that goes to that club knows exactly where the green room is. They're walking out by it as they go out. So get people back and they go, what's the matter? Not coming out?
That's right.
Think you're better than this?
That's the
We know you're in there, Hollywood. Fuck you!
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You're Hollywood elitist. Like, wait, if I'm a Hollywood elitist, what am I doing? Playing, the Works in Denver. It's the best one.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a short-lived comedy club in New York City called Comics. A lot of people went on to do a lot of great things.
Well, these comedy competitions, I have always kind of been slightly dubious of a comedy competition, though.
So you don't have any confidence.
You
can't get up there and just do your dick jokes better than other people.
No, I can't. I feel like it's not the right way to go about it.
All you have to do is be louder than someone else.
Oh, I can do
and
that.
And flap your hands around. You're guaranteed to make the finals. I built a whole career on that.
That was 10 years of late night for me. Aye, cheeky monkeys. Flap the hands off you go. That's it.
There you go.
I wouldn't do it.
I like how Bill's big concern about the comedy club, though, is not a place where you won't get beat up after most shows.
Yeah. Do you ever have a hard time with a
Sure.
crowd, Bill?
Yes.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
Is there any record of that?
Yeah, and you know when the microphone's in your hand, you forget you don't know how to fight that well. Forget about take on 4 people at the same time. And then the second you put it in the stand, you become mortal again, like, oh, wait a minute. I haven't had a fight since junior high.
Well, Dom Herrera was here last week, and he was talking about you. And he said an interesting
What did
thing.
he say to
No,
me,
it was good. It was. You'll like this. You'll like.
cocksucker?
Actually, you won't like it because it's complimentary and it'll make you
That
uncomfortable.
pasta eating so and so.
But he said you were always. He said he was always good. He said Bill was always good. He's always a good comic. He said, but something's happened. And remember, he said this.
Yeah,
he said
dude.
the past couple of years, he's fucking great. It's like something magical. I remember he used this
Started
phrase.
talking about my dick.
He said something magical.
That was the breakthrough.
No, it's the magical. You've always talked about your dick.
No, but this is more the thinking man's dick jokes. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing to set myself apart from the pack.
No, but it's an interesting thing because something has happened to you in the past couple of years. You're better than you've ever been.
Have those different skill sets. When you go to take on a subject, you then have different tools that you can sort of mix and match. It's like when you're in the kitchen, like a pussy.
Yeah.
And you start getting...
You'll never let that.
Let me tell you about a story so true. We're showing me style and it's all so cool. It's about a garment torn and frayed. Getting this threads, the story conveyed. Walking down the streets with holes in my teeth. Each ripped and tear part of me you see. It ain't about the brand or the label it holds. It's about the journey, the stories it unfolds. In these ragged clothes I find my voice. A testament to resilience, my choice. From the streets to the stage I rock my style. In my tattered shirt I walk that mile. Ripped and torn, but still I stand in my ragged attire. I command, it's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. From the barrio to the bar, I make my mark. In my worn out jeans, I leave a spark. They may call it rags, but I call it art. In every stitch and tear, I play my part. It's the struggle of the streets, the hustle so real. In my tattered jacket, I seal the deal. A symbol of defiance against the status quo. My passion of pants, I let it show. It's not about the riches or the wealth I lack. In my faded hoodie, I stay on track. It's the heart of the hustle, the grind each day. In my worn out kicks, I find my way. Ripped and torn, but still I stand. In my ragged attire, I command. It's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. So here's to the ones with the clothes that tear. In our patched up attire we have, so let the world see our garments worn. For in our rags our stories are born. In the language of the streets we speak. In our torn up clothes we find our peak.
Let go, man. Let it go, man.
I loved it, though. It was endearing to me. I'm from the East Coast. That meant you liked me. So
it's such an old-fashioned thing. I know it's such a weird thing. I remember I've had a couple of those, and they're usually even the good ones are a little snippy. You know,
no, I have never. That's why I don't read them ever.
Yeah,
they have an inability to go wire to wire. They just can't say, you know what? I enjoyed the show. He's worth the money.
Yeah,
go down there. You know, but I still wish he had touched more on this. Or they always make fun of how I look. You know, when the pasty bald, freckled cunt took the stage. It was a masterful performance. Like, even if they said masterful performance, they would still have to trash the way you look.
Yeah, no, I get it too. It's like, oh yeah, using the Scottish brogue. I'm like, I'm not using the fucking Scottish brogue.
I'm from there.
This is where I'm from. I didn't put this on. This isn't an act. The material's the material. I'm not doing a character. I'm doing me.
Oh, you've become a parody of yourself.
Oh, fuck you, Bill. I mean, really. And with that, I am so glad you came in. Bill, it's lovely to finally meet you. You're a giant among men.